Hi students, let's continue with the previous example. Whatever we are discussing, that is we are constructing the LR0 parsing. Okay, LR0 parsing. So we have taken the grammar. What is the grammar? S dash tends to S, so which is an argument grammar, and S tends to determines AA, and A determines B. Okay, this is numbered as 1, 2, 3. Okay, so far what we completed. So according to the rules of constructing LR parsing, the first thing is for the given input string, write context free grammar. Okay, return. Check the ambiguity in the grammar. We have checked there is no ambiguity in the grammar. And add the argument production. So we added S dash determines S, that is argument grammar. So this grammar is useful to help the to get the whatever the string that is read properly, and you will get the output, means the accepted string will become. And after that we have to create a canonical collections LR0 items, that is we are just place the dot symbol and we find the all the LR0 items, and we draw the DFA diagram also, that is the data flow diagram. Okay, and these are all the LR0 items. We constructed a data flow diagram. By seeing this diagram, the next step is the parser table was constructed. So after constructing the parsing LR0 parsing table, let's parse the string. Okay, let's parse the string. Let me take the fresh paper to parse the string. Parsing input string. Parsing input string. So by seeing the table, you need to construct the input string. So let's take this here the steps. Parsing stack. Input whatever they are given, and the action. Okay, so let's see the table and find out. Let's take the starting step. In step 1, let's take the parsing string was $0, that is the empty string, and the input is AABB. This is the input string that we have to be parsed. Okay, so now check in the parsing table. First 0 and A. So I0 and A, what is there? S3. That is shift. Shift is there. S means shift. S3. S3. So just S3 means shift 3. Just write shift 3 as well as A. So write A3 better. Shift A3. So $0 A3 ABB $. Again this time you need to check 3 and A. So I3 and A, what is I3 and A? I3 and A is shift 3 again. So just shift, A has to be shift, and write in place of shift is 3. So $0 A3 BB $. Now check 3 and B. So what is I3 and B? I3 and B is shift 4. Okay, you need to write shift B, this time B 4. So $0 A3 B4 B $. So check 4 and B again. So 3 and B, if I check 3 and B, it is S4. Okay, that is a shift 4. So I shifted. Now check 4 and B. 4B, what is B? This time you need to reduce R3. Okay, reduce R3. So what is R3 according to our productions? R3 is A determines B. According to our productions, R3 is A determines B. So that is A determines B. So in place of that, you need to substitute capital A. $0 A3 in place of B4, just write A. Okay. So but comparing, we need the numbers. Okay, with the numbers only you need to compare, but here there is no number. So just take A3. What is A3? Means in I3 A is having 6. At I3 position A is having 6. So this is A is having 6. So just write 6 here. Just write 6 here. Now check 6 and B. So what is I6 and B? This time reduce R2. So according to our production rule, what is R2? R2 is A determines AA. So reduce R2, that is A determine AA. Small a and capital A, not small a and capital A. So now dollar. So this is A, small a, and this is a capital A. So in place of this, just substitute capital A. A3 A, B dollar. But after B there is no state. So just take the state of 3 and check A. I3 A. What is I3 and A? Again it is 6. Write 6 here. Now again check 6 and B. I6 and B. Again reduce R2. So reduce R2 is A determines small a and capital A. So in place of small a and capital A, this is small a and capital A. So just ignore the numbers. Dollar, 0, A, B, dollar. But after A there is no state. So just check the state of I0 and A. State of I0 and A is 2. I0 and A is 2. Just write 2 here. Now check 2 and B. So I2 and B, shift 4. So shift B4. So B has to be shift, and the shift number is the state. B has to shift to 4th state. So that's why B4. Dollar, 0, A2, B4, dollar. Now check 4 and dollar. So state I4 and dollar is R3. So reduce R3. Reduce R3. So what is the production rule of R3? A determines B. So in place of B, you need to write A. Dollar, 0, A, 2, B. Okay, but after B there is no state. So you have to check the state of I2B. So what is I2B? I2B is 4. Okay, just write I2B is, let me write here, sorry, A you need to write A. B4, I substitute A determines B. In place of B, I need to write A. Now 2A. What is 2A? The 2A is 5. The state 2A is 5. So write 5. Now check 5 and dollar. So the 5 and dollar is R1. Reduce R1. Reduce R1. What is the production of R1? First production, S determines AAA. S determines AA. So in place of AA, this is 1A and A2, A5. So just ignore the numbers and write in place of A2, A5, yes, dollar. Now check. So here S, there is no state after the S. So you have to check the state I0 and S. I0 and S is, I0 and S is 1. So write 1. Now check 1 and dollar. I1 and dollar is accept. I1 and dollar is accept. So finally the string was accepted. So this is how you are going to parse the string. So by seeing this, you can construct the parts tree also. Just follow the bottom up approach. Okay. Actually, LR grammar is follows the bottom up approach. It's a bottom up approach. Just take these. First is yes. I'm writing here so that it will be. So S determines A and A. Go up. So now A1A, the right side A determines B. Okay, the right side A determines B. And the left side A is again determines A. Small a, capital A. Again this A determines A. Now finally this A determines B. So then what is the string that you passed here? Finally the input string is parsed, that is A. So this is how you need to construct the LR0 parser. The first thing is you have to find out whether the given string is so given grammar is a context free grammar or not. So after finding out whether the grammar is context free or not, you have to check there is an ambiguity in the grammar or not. So if there is no ambiguity in the grammar, then add the augmented grammar to the given grammar, augment production to the given grammar. After that you need to find the create a collection of LR0 items, that is by placing the dot operator, dot symbol. After that you need to draw the data flow diagram. By seeing the data flow diagram, you will construct the LR0 parsing table. So by seeing the parsing table, you can parse the input string. Finally, a tree will be constructed. Thank you.